Blair County's Fairview Cemetery has been around since the late 1870s, and now that age is starting to show. Tall grass, litter, and bumpy roads are all challenges that Fairview faces. Our Tim Durkin stopped by to find out more about why the cemetery is in its current state and what can be done to fix it.
So there's a lot of upkeep that we can barely do.
Last year, local resident John Clausen took a trip to the Fairview Cemetery to visit some relatives. Despite knowing exactly where to go, he ran into an issue.
Last year we had difficulty finding it because of the overgrowth of grass and weeds and other vegetation.
He decided to clear out the space himself and let a local elected official know. Fast forward to a year later, and Mother Nature had continued to take its course.
Once again, my family member's gravestone was completely covered with vegetation, to the point where we couldn't even see a part of it.
Nowadays, the cemetery continues to be in a rough shape, something not lost on the ones in charge of it.
We're not always, I'd say, happy with what we see up here.
That said, as much as Fairview would love to fix everything up right away, money is a real concern.
It's just more preservation of what we have. And the funds that we have are limited. The money that's we have in our accounts is basically small interest-bearing loans that don't generate a whole lot of income.
The result? Tasks as relatively simple as cutting the grass become unreachable.
And when fields like these are left unchecked, it can lead to grass that's almost as tall as my knees.
It was just so bad that I can imagine that other families are also experiencing some concern over what's happening there.
As for what can be done, Giese says the help of volunteers would be greatly appreciated. Anything from a local lawn care company willing to trim some sections or organizing a group to come help on certain days. Either way, it will have to be a group effort to get Fairview back to looking as presentable as it did all those years ago. In Blair County, I'm Tim Durkin.